I'm just really amazed on everything. I just paid for a 6 month plan for car insurance. Everything is good with the car. I do have money left and I get paid Friday. I will get the oil change. It doesn't really need one, but I'm gonna get the cool and flushed out oil change and maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 new tires. But I want to keep on praying and I want to just keep on doing what I'm doing now. And that's working. And then my next step is to find housing. Now, it's not going to really be like I once had it back home because most likely it's going to be with some strangers. And I'm only going to just sleep there at night when I'm off of work. But I'm not going to have nothing personal there. I'm going to get like a storage unit, put some of my stuff in there. I'm only going to sleep if I'm not working my 2 jobs. But I want to have an address down here and just get established. And I'm gonna get my credit fixed up too, where I can find an apartment where I can actually be comfortable. I'm comfortable now, but I wanna just do better. By next year, when I have my credit in order, I got my address, everything, I wanna be back in school. Because the way I work, I have to work this way to survive, but this is no way to work. But what I want to say, and I'm sure maybe 3, 4 people that watch this channel watch my videos pretty religiously. Thank you. I'm making the comment section available now because I don't really feel like I gotta hide. Like I don't feel like I'm on the run. If you watch this whole channel, like you said, I've been all over the place. Cause I was comfortable at one point when I was in my first car. I was comfortable putting my location. I was in Frenchtown, New Jersey. I'm in I was looking at like some of the videos I made, and I had the screen facing the like the driver's like view, and then I'm not gonna lie, I would drive like the car when I was in the rental car. I would drive and not know where I'm at. Right, I didn't know where I was. So when I was making the video, it was a video called "Man with Confederate Flag." Yeah, I made that video, and I was just driving. I didn't know where I was. But when I looked at one of the signs on the street when I drove past it and I had my phone out, it said that I was always in Pottstown, PA, and I didn't even know that because I would just drive and not even know where I'm at. But like I said, I've been in 16 states. I've been in 9, 10 states. Ohio, well, New York, I've been to New York, DC. Like with all my cars I drove in, New York, DC, Jersey, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Florida. So that's 12 states. And I was supposed to go before my first car got totaled. I wanted to go to the Raleigh, like the first anniversary of January 6th. I wanted to go to that, but and I had no business going there, and I don't support none of that crap anymore. But all I want to say is this: my faith in God is 100% now. I believe in God 100%. Now religion, that's a whole nother story. But relationship with God is there. And I don't care how bad things get, because you got to deal with the good and the bad. It's going to be bad things going on in my life. But to see that I overcame all these obstacles that I faced, all these hurdles I had to jump, just the way I had to live for 9 months. I've been in the same area for that long period of time. When I came down here, it's just some things I don't want to really say because, like I said, it's no statutes of limitation in the state of Georgia or Florida, and I've been all over. So I ain't trying to incriminate myself, but I had to do some things that I just didn't want, that I had to do, and I'm just glad where I'm at now because God knows that my true intentions was to pay this thing off. He understands that. He understands that I was dealt a dirty deck of hands by the devil. I had a crook give me a car, manipulate me. He understands that. He understands that I'm a hardworking person. I don't break the law. to obtain money. I don't sell drugs. I don't rob people. I work for everything that I have. He understands that. So this is why the situation worked out in my favor. But all I want to say is I learned a lot because my mother told me that, and I thanked her. I gave her some money on Cash App, but I thanked her like an hour ago. But she told me how bitter and angry I was, and I want to just clear this up because she watches my channel. She said how, because my brother was in the hospital, and I told her that I don't want to have nothing to do with him. Like I said, I felt bad that he was in the hospital all laid up, but this is the same guy, right? When he came to Georgia down here, because he found out I left Wisconsin, and then he thought I was in Florida, but I ended up in Georgia because I have a job at the time, had $200 to my name. This clown pulled up on me in a rental car, and he was telling me all these things about myself when I'm down. He was telling me how I'm not living right, how I'm a failure. He was basically just talking down on me at the wrong time, at the worst time in my life, when I didn't have a dime to my name. I didn't have a comma in my bank account, which I do now. But he just talked down on me the whole time I saw him. He didn't say nothing nice. He had a hotel, didn't even trust me enough to even let me inside. He talked to me in the parking lot for 2 hours for nothing. I risked my freedom driving to his ass. I'm sorry for cursing, but I drove to him to see him because I first thought we were going to sit down and eat. But, we wound up just talking in the parking lot for nothing, for a whole 2 hours. Him just talking down on me, telling me how much of a failure I am. He was saying how I was bitter and how he'll ask for help from dad and, he doesn't feel no kind of way about it. But the thing is, with my brain, I don't know how to ask for help from people, especially people that I don't talk to, that I'm not comfortable with. My brain is wired differently. That's the thing about me. I'm not like him. But the thing is, I could never forgive a lot of the stuff that he's done to me as a kid, even as an adult. And to see me messed up and not really offer no help, just all you have is words that put me down, tells me a lot about you. When I made a video saying how he had another child out of wedlock and he didn't know about this one. Well, before that, he was in the hospital. And I just told my mom, I felt bad hearing that. For first, I thought he died. And I don't wish death on him. But to see me down and not do anything about it, and I would not do that to him, it told me enough about a relationship. It told me, and excuse my language, it told me he's a piece of shit that I don't want nothing to do with. And that's when I told her that, like, I said, hey, I feel bad, but he's a very toxic person. I want to keep my distance from him because everything that I have, yeah, it comes from God. It comes from me working hard. But the people that I keep around my circle, they like a lot of the stuff I have is based on the people that I have in my circle and who I don't have in my circle. You know that song by Beanie Siegel, Feel It in the Air? Be careful, like what the part where he's talking about careful around your circle before they hurt you. That verse, I say that I play that song a lot. That I apply that to my life a lot because the people around you determine who, like they determine a lot how you feel. But he offered no help. He was no help at all. And like I said, our relationship, the condition of it showed when I saw him. I have no interest in forming a relationship with him today, nor will I ever will. The same with my father. He knew I was messed up. He knew I was really just down and out, and he offered no help. But as a man now, I've grown and I've changed a lot. I'm not that same person that made this video on this channel. I've learned you got to work as much as you can where you don't have to work anymore. I got work in 2 hours. I'm a man now. I wanted to stand on my own 2 feet and take care of myself, which I could do now. And I've changed a lot. But that's what I've learned. Being in 12 different states. You take care of yourself, you work until you are comfortable. That's just what you do. And you learn, and you learn from your mistakes.